Excited ako today dahil finally may makakatulong na sa akin and sa inyo para mag-budget ng inyong finances effectively.
At ako din, matutulungan na tayo how to spend wisely. If I should add to cart or add to bank. Huwag bibitiw sa Monday Matters. Dito lang sa YTV, Youth TV, Your TV. Ang programa ng mga kabataan, kasama ang mga kabataan at para sa mga kabataan.
Ito nga, niyayaya ko kayo na manood mamayang gabi sa UTV kasi po ako po ang guest dito sa UTV. Ang kanilang Facebook page po guys ay ito po. Follow nyo at subscribe din sa kanila sa Facebook. Ito, para mapakita ko sa inyo. It's ACYManila. Yan po yung kanilang Facebook page. ACY-Manila. Dahil mamayang gabi po, 7:30, ako po yung guest nila sa Monday Matter show nila tungkol po sa tamang pagbabudget, lalong-lalo na sa mga millennials or kabataan natin of today. Yes!
Present. Ayan, Mamu, present din si...
Excited na akong makilala kung sino yung guest natin today. So Ate Roxanne, sino ba yung guest natin today?
Yes, Kuya Jun, mukhang excited ka nga talaga. So, for our guest for today, siya ay isang kilalang media personality, mompreneur, and online franchisee na handang sagutin ang mga tanong natin pagdating sa ating finances. She was also a host artist in Harmony, an ecumenical entertainment segment of the 7th Philippine Conference on the New Evangelization or yung PCNE, which is one of the most biggest activities of the Archdiocese of Manila. So without further ado, let us welcome Miss Christine Bersola-Babao.
Hi! Hi, Roxanne!
Hello po!
Hello po. Good
Dahil
evening.
mga
Hello
ate,
po.
good evening. Dahil ikaw ay ate, kuya, di ako ay lola.
Hindi naman po, you look young. You look young pa po.
Wow,
Yes, young at heart.
thank you.
Yes po.
Salamat.
Let me just say this one po, Miss Tin. I'm really a fan of your hosting work.
Wow.
Sobra. Thank you so much po for gracing this event.
Thank you
Yes.
guys. It's really an honor and pleasure when I was invited, when I was told by Mami Judith Munoz. Hi, Mami Judith, Maring Judith Munoz.
Well, Miss Tin, the pleasure is ours. Sobra kaming na-blessed dahil nandito ka po ngayon to share your insights and knowledge, especially dun sa topic natin. It's all about finances. So curious lang po ako na Miss Tin, aside from the things that you shared, how are you po during this time, knowing na running 2 years na po tayo sa pandemic?
Pandemic year 2 na tayo. Kasi
Opo,
last year,
totoo.
di ba, nag-lockdown na tayo ng March 15. Although, December 2019, nagsimula na yung virus, di ba, elsewhere in the world, sa China. Tapos tayo, nag-lockdown na tayo. So, eto, sa bahay lang nga most of the time, online na mompreneur. I'm doing good. Surprisingly, busy pa rin ako kahit sa bahay. In fact, kanina, I was finishing my vlog kasi mamayang gabi, naka-up na siya, 9 p.m. You know, I'm also a content creator. Kala niyo kayo mga millennial,
Wow.
kayo nasa YouTube, ba? Ako din, no? I'm also a content creator. That's my channel, Christine Babo's channel. And here I am wearing my shirt, audio shameless plug. So,
Let
content
me do a quick
creator.
subscribe right now.
Wow,
Yes,
wow.
magsusubscribe
Thank you.
kami dyan, Miss.
So, I was editing and I had to upload it kasi nga hanggang 9 o'clock ay naka-up na siya. Anyway, so yun. So, mostly, I've been busy kahit pandemic, no? Dati, before the pandemic, I would only homeschool one of my 2 children, no? I have 2 children, Antonia and Antonio, or Anya and Mia. Anya and Mia, nicknames nila. Pero dahil sa pandemic, nagsimula sa blended learning, napunta na sa 100% homeschooling yung aking youngest, who is now 11 years old. Biro mo naman ng pandemic, 10 years old lang siya, tapos 11 na siya ngayon. 1 year of a child's life, di ba, spent during the pandemic. So dahil dalawa sila na homeschool ko, that takes up much of my time. I even created a content sa YouTube, no, why we should homeschool, why I chose to homeschool, ganyan. So it's a journey kasi of my life. So yun, I homeschool, and then ayun nga, I host a daily TV show, Magbudget Tayo with Chinky, that's in the morning. I hold mga post-production meetings so we can discuss kung ano yung nangyari sa show at sino yung mga guests namin for the next day. And then, ayun, I also am an online franchisee. You mentioned that, di ba, sa introduction. So I'll tell you later more about it. Being an online franchisee also takes most of my time because I'm the team head. Ako yung pinaka-lola ng lahat ng mga teams under me. And I'm now taking care of 2,000 plus people under my team. As the pinaka-lola of the online franchisee. So I can tell you more about it later. And then, ayun nga, I create content. I edit it. Ako na rin nag-edit. Lahat na. Shoot, edit,
Wow!
Yeah. Tapos yung vlog ni Julius, yung Julius Babao Unplugged, dalawa lang kami nun. Two-man team yon. Siya yung vlogger. Ako yung nagka-camera sa kanya. Siya yung nag-edit. So, every time you see Julius's vlog, ako yung cameraman niya doon.
Wow.
Camera woman.
Wow.
So, ganon. Yeah, that takes much of my time also. And then, during the pandemic, I learned how to cook. I unleashed the cook in me. Before you know it, the day is over. Before you know it, it's time to pray the rosary again as a family. We pray the rosary every single night as a family. From when the pandemic started last year, yung March 15, the day of the lockdown, we started praying the rosary na. So yun, so every night that's what happens here in the house, and then we would swim. Thankfully, we have a swimming pool, so we don't need to go out. The kids aren't parang hindi sila nade-depress na nandito lang sila sa bahay kasi we can swim, we can bike, we can walk the dog. So there are so many things to do. So that's my life as a mom.
Wow.
Ayan na, in a nutshell.
Bilang
Thank you.
isang mother, isang franchisee din, at ngayon nasa pandemic tayo, ang dami, no, yung iba nating mga kababayan, mga simple lang yung pamumuhay, yung iba naman well-off. So, curious lang ako, Miss Tin, how much money do we spend on our needs and wants po?
Are you talking about my needs and wants or people in general?
People in general po.
Okay. It's hard to pinpoint kasi how people or how much exactly people spend sa needs or wants. You can't really quantify it unless you're really, really close to the person. Like me, I'm really close to Julius, so I know exactly, 'di ba, kung ilang ginagastos niya, no? Not in terms of percentage, but yun in terms of actual money. Alam ko kung 10,000 na isang painting o 100,000 na isang painting. Pero for the general populace, iba-iba kasi. There's no one hard fast rule. Although pinalaki tayo or nasanay tayo doon sa rule na 50-30-20. I'm sure narinig nyo na maraming mga financial advisors sinasabi na 50% you spend on paying utilities, your debt or anything payable, no, expenses, monthly expenses, renta, grocery, the drill. And then 30% you need to you can do whatever with it. Pwedeng travel, pwedeng shopping, whatever. And then 20% you save. Diba? Yun ang 50-30-20. Yung iba naman, 80-20 lang. 20% basta automatic, mag-save ka. 80% now you can do whatever you want with it. So depende sa iyo yan eh. Ako sa totoo lang at my age na kasi medyo established na ako, no. Nakaipon na akong enough up to my retirement. Hindi na ako nagko-quantify in terms of percentage. Let's say you have 10,000 pesos. Madali pag maliit, no? 10,000 pesos. So what's 20% para mapunta sa savings mo agad yung 10,000? Sagot? Parang anatom, no? Sagot? Ano ang 20% ng 10,000?
10,000.
Ate Roxanne?
Parang na-pressure kami.
Wait lang yung kalki ko po.
Ano sagot, Kuya Jun? Kung halimbawa 10,000 ang kinikita mo, labas na doon ng taxes, ha? Labas na income tax, yun yung neto na sinusweldo mo. In a month, ha? Let's talk about a month. What's the 20% of 10,000?
If I'm not mistaken, 2,000 pesos.
Okay. So, yun ang automatic na dapat sinisave ninyo. Oo, in a month. Okay. So, meron 80% na natira, which is 8,000. Okay. Meron kayong mga expenses. So, doon yung i-adjust lahat. Doon sa natitirang 8,000. It's not the other way around na magbabayad muna kayo ng mga utang, expenses, and bahala na si Batman. Kung lang matira, yun na lang ang savings. No. It shouldn't be that way. You should have a fixed percentage mula sa sweldo mo monthly na hindi mo nagagalawin. Pag na-save mo na yon, forget about it. It's there. It's either a time deposit, savings, or whatever. And then yung 80%, you work on that. Kasi otherwise, if uunahin mo, bayaran lahat ng dapat mga bayaran, ng mga bayarin, tapos bahala na si Batman kung anong matira, hindi kayo makakasave, believe me. So, una lagi ang savings. It's always income, tapos equals savings muna, minus savings, minus savings equals the expenses. So, ganun ka-basic. So, pag nalabas nyo na lahat yon, nakapag-save pa kayo, don't forget to tithe and then to give to charity. Magkaiba yun, guys, ha? Tithing is for the church, for God. Alam nyo na yan. Charity is for people you want to help. So, yung iba kasi, di ba, sinasabi lang nila, 10% tithe, 10% tithe. Sa akin, 10% tithe, 10% charity, or more, or even more. At this point in my life, iba syempre yung storya ng bata pa ako. Yung mga 20s, like you guys. I started on television, I was 23 years old. Of course, compared to the ones na nag-work sa office, mas malaking kinikita ko kasi sa industry natin, pag TV host ka, pag newscaster ka, di ba, mas malaki. Although, you'll be surprised, ang entry level ko sa ABS-CBN at that time, as a news anchor na to sa TV Patrol. Ano yan flagship program ng ABS yan ang aking ina-anchor na segment ay Star News segment, yung entertainment segment, mga artista. Ang entry level ko hulaan nyo magkano? Yung bagong pasok ako sa ABS, 1993. Hulaan nyo.
10,000 naman po.
No, in 1993. Nasa gitna ng 10 and 20. Yeah. So, muntik na. So, yung 1993, when I entered ABS, I was, my salary was 15,000 a month. A month, oo. Ayun kung malaki na yan at that time, pero para sa akin kasi at that time, I was already a commercial model Yung time na yon, I started being a commercial model at 16. Ang kita ng isang commercial model, print ad model, at saka sa TVCs ay 15,000 support role and then 30,000 lead role. Since ang dami ko ng commercials, even before makapasok ako sa ABS, for me, maliit yung 15 a month compared to per commercial na I would get 15,000 per commercial. So, I would get mga 10 commercials at that time as supporting role. So, may 150,000 na ako in my teenage years. So, pagpasok ko sa TV, yung 23 years old ako, yung 15 na monthly kong bubunuin, nalitan pa ako noon. Yung time na yon. So, talaga money is relative So, when I was earning a regular na income na 15,000, first thing I did sa sweldo ko was to apply for a car loan. So, it was a company yung company finance na car loan. So, binabawas yon sa aking talent fee. And then, yung na-pay off ko na yung car loan ko, that was my first car, ito na, naglakas loob na ako to apply for a housing loan. Kasi at that time, ayaw na namin yung palipat-lipat, okay, naubos na yung pera sa renta, ang yumayaman lang, yung may-ari ng bahay. So, iba pag ikaw yung may-ari ng sarili mong bahay, di ba? So, doon ko nilaan yung pera ko. At the same time, with that meager salary na 15, na tumaas naman ng tumaas through the years, doon ako kumuha ng mga life insurance. Kumuha ako ng life insurance policy at the age of 23. So doon hindi ako maluho. Why? Ask me why. Kasi, why? Kasi as a TV host, you get X deals, di ba? You get sponsorship sa makeup, sa sapatos, sa damit. So, I didn't need to buy anything that I was wearing on television, from makeup to everything. Kasi nga, sponsorship di ba? Ganun yung mga nasa TV. So, nakatipid ako. Hindi rin ako ma-shopping na tao. Kasi, aside from yung sinusuot ko ng mga blazer, alam mo na, pang newscaster, no? Happy na ako sa t-shirt, sa pantalon, tapos rubber shoes, ganun lang naman ako. Hindi rin ako mabili ng alahas, hindi ako ma-invest sa alahas So, I invested first in the traditional. Alam mo na, insurance, bahay, kotse, ganyan. So, that's why I say, depende sa'yo, depende sa tao, depende anong lifestyle mo. Nasan ka ba at this point? Ikaw ba ay nasa blue-collar job? Ikaw ba ay sa pandemya ay nasa bahay ka lang, walang pumapasok na income? Ikaw ba ay biktima ng retrenchment? Di ba? Wala nang pumapasok na income, wala nang money stream paano 'yon? Paano pag wala nang money stream? Di ba? Unlike ako, kinukwento ko sa inyo ngayon, ito yung meron akong regular income. Di ba? Regular income 'yan Pero on television, hindi rin yan forever, di ba? So ako, palipat-lipat din ako ng shows, palipat-lipat din ako ng channel, pumunta ako sa TV5, tapos pumunta rin ako ng Channel 7, ngayon balik ako sa TV5, sa Signal TV. So, where the Lord takes you, you just have to learn to save. Tamang diskarte, kumbaga. And you know what? One of the gifts that I got for my birthday na napakaganda, a fan made this, and then I advised to the fan, gawin mong negosyo, is this one. It's a personalized money envelope na maganda kasi alam na alam niya ako na number one lagi sa akin is charity. And
Ah,
then, aside from charity, iba yung tithing. And then, ito yung sumunod, bills, of course, bills to pay. And then, food. And then, savings. Ayan. So, and then, ito na, the importance of emergency fund. So, kung nanonood kayo lagi ng show ko, mag-budget tayo. Siguro maririndi na yung tenga mo sa kakapaulit-ulit namin sinasabi ni Chinky na kailangan meron kayong emergency fund.
so, thank you, Miss Tin. So,
Wonderful.
mga Hawaii TV, ang dami nating natutunan kay Miss Tin, ano? Pero, stay tuned dahil makakasama pa natin siya mamaya sa ating portion na Thoughts That Matters. So, stay tuned mga Hawaii TV. Ngayon naman ay may kasama tayong financial advisor na mag-share din ng kanyang experience. So Ate Roxanne and mga Kawai TV, help me welcome tonight Miss Bel Macavinta, a financial advisor from Sun Life Canada Philippines Incorporated.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me. My name is Bel. You can just call me Ate Bel. So I'm with Sun Life, one of the financial advisors of Sun Life, an incoming manager candidate. And I'm so happy and excited to be here kasi this is an opportunity for me to share what we advocate in terms of managing our finances, especially sa mga kabataan. So I'm very excited.
It's our pleasure, Miss Bell, to have you here in our show. And of course, it's also an honor for us to have again our guest, special guest for tonight, si Miss Tintin Bersola-Babao.
I'm back.
Good evening po.
We're back.
Hello.
So, ang question ko po sa ating mga guests, have you experienced a financial crisis? And if yes, what lessons have you learned and what steps did you took to gain financial freedom? Siguro mag-start tayo kay Miss Bel.
Yes, I did experience some financial crisis. Actually, ito yung before ako maging financial advisor. I remember between mga 22 to 25 years old. Yung mga utang from credit card purchases, when I started to earn kasi, I don't know kung makarelate kayo, but when you start to earn and you don't have a plan, wala kang role model sa pag-handle ng finances, sometimes it's, hindi mo na alam kung saan napupunta yung pera, ganyan. And you may start getting offers from credit cards here and there. And then dumating yung time na parang I'm working and majority of what I earn, napupunta na lang sa pagbayad ng credit card bills. And so, that's the time that I realized na parang hindi tama na ganito yung nangyayari. Nakaka-depress and nakakahiya rin na humingi ng tulong, especially it's about utang. And then siguro I would just want to share na isa sa naka-inspire sa akin, nagturo sa akin. Hindi niya alam na naturuan niya ako is si Brother Bo Sanchez. If you know him, si Winston, may napanood ako na parang gines ka ni
Yeah, I know him. Makakarating.
So one of the things na ginawa ko after learning from reading his books, signing up yung sa Truly Rich Club, is to stop borrowing money. Gaya nga nung sinabi ni Miss Tin kanina, never use money that you don't own yet. So the first thing that I did was to stop and just start paying it off until mawala na. I started managing my finances through budgeting. I live within 70% of my income. And just like what Miss Tin said kanina, we save the other 20% to save and invest. We also pay for our insurance premium, and then the rest we give into tithes and charity. We practice it. Although right now, hindi pa ganun ka-strict na naka-follow, no? Pero we do our best to increase our income para ma-follow namin yung ganung plan when it comes to budgeting. Ano ba yung lesson na natutunan ko from that experience? Be careful with credit cards. I'm not against it. Right now, I use it kasi it's important, lalo na if you travel, di ba? It's safer than cash.
Si Brother Bo rin nagsabi niyan. Di ba?
Opo. It's easier to track, pero kung isipin nyo guys, if you use a little piece of plastic, parang ang dali lang niyang hindi mo mararamdaman yung effect until you see the bill. So ngayon, what I practice is I make sure na if I purchase something, I'm still happy even if after I see the bill. So, yung credit cards kasi or not tracking your finances is an easy way for you to get into debt. So, iwasan natin siya. When it comes naman sa financial freedom or financial independence, for me, it's still a destination. I know I'm on the right track already because I have a plan. So, siguro, what I want to share also is i-define kung ano yung dreams. Ano ba yung life that you want for your family, the kind of life that you want for yourself. Have a plan and stick with it. Do wise thing with your resources habang bata pa tayo. So once again, with financial independence, yun talaga yung pinaka-goal is magkaroon tayo ng freedom and options to help. Yun lang for me.
Nice.
Thank you, Miss Bell. Mahalaga no na hindi lang sa buhay
Nakaka-inspire.
yes, na hindi lang sa buhay spiritual mo yung meron kang role model, kailangan pati sa mga financial aspect po, no?
True.
At kailangan nakaplano din pala yon. So thank you for sharing, Miss Bell. How about Miss Tintin po?
Okay, so I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. My parents were just simply hardworking. That's why from a small apartment in Cubao, 4th Avenue, where we just rented the apartment, I was a baby then because my parents were hardworking. Napunta kami after transferring homes, no, for 25 homes, no, from us, the smallest apartment, yung sa Cubao, natira na namin lahat ng avenue dan. 4th, 8th, 11th, 14th, 13th Avenue hanggang Murphy. Natira namin yan. Palipat-lipat kami. And hanggang sa sinuwerte sa business. Tapos nakabili kami ng property sa North Green Hills. A 3,000 square meter property, and life changed. You know, from a small apartment and then finally living the wealthy life, no, in Green Hills. It's no joke to have a property in Green Hills. Mamamatay ka, real estate taxes pa lang at saka kuryente. It was very hard to maintain. But the business was good. And then, the Asian crisis, hindi pa yata kayo pinapanak, no, of the 80s, no? It struck not only our country, Asian crisis nga. So, na-bankrupt kami. And we filed for bankruptcy. Our business we were into selling furniture from China. And then nga, nagkaroon ng Asian crisis, so hindi ready yung mami ko because we were not liquid. Okay, number 1 lesson, be as liquid as possible because cash is king. So lahat ng assets nandun sa furniture business, hindi liquid ang parents ko. So anong nangyari, we had to liquidate, di ba? We had to sell our home dahil na bankrupt yung business, and then we had to downsize, so na-simplify ulit yung buhay namin. Very humbling yung experience na yun. I was, 16 years old? I was studying in Assumption, mahal sa Assumption. And that was also the time that I got discovered. I became a commercial model nga, di ba sabi ko sa inyo guys. So I became financially independent in a way na hindi na ako humingi sa parents ko because of the crisis, Asian crisis, na kumikita na ako from commercials and naging matipid ako. So natitipid ko yung mga ina-earn ko sa commercials, and then I got na my own bank account. So nag-save na rin ako. Pero at that time, hindi ko pa alam yung tungkol sa art. Kaya pala ginawa kong commercial model ni Lord kasi yung pala magpapaaral sa akin. So because of my earnings as a commercial model, I was able to finish my schooling in Assumption. And then, instead of going to Ateneo, kasi mahal sa Ateneo, mahal ang tuition, yung sanang first priority ko yon, napunta ako sa UP kasi mas mura ang tuition fee. Although, STFAP pa rin ako, number 9. Nagtataka ako, ba't ako number 9? Wala lang ang sweldo parents ko. Anyway, so on STFAP 9, so full tuition pa rin ako sa UP. So again, yung crisis was tuloy-tuloy. Yung 16 years old, living the life in Green Hills, biglang nawala lahat, na-bankrupt, and then smaller home. So doon ko nahasa ang entrepreneurial skills ko na natutunan ko sa nanay ko. Shops Village sa Kabira Mall. So ang daming tindahan doon ng mga damit. So isa ang mami ko na nagbabiyahe sa Bangkok at sa Hong Kong at binibenta namin yung damit. Ako yung sales girl ng mami ko at saka taga-display sa manikin ng mga damit. So maliit pa lang ako, natuto na ako sa mami ko. So, ang dami naming stores, doon ako natuto. So, dahil sinara namin yung mga stores, dahil nga nalugi kami, wala na kami pambayad ng rent sa stores, I would sell now these clothes to my classmates in UP. So, hanggang sa natuto kami ng mami ko na magtiyanggi. So, nagtiyanggi na kami, yung bazaar-bazaar. And for 10 years, we were so successful in organizing charity bazaars. We would give SMEs a chance to sell, promote, demonstrate, or launch their products sa bazaars namin. At the same time, yung part of the proceeds would go to charity. At the same time, it was a celebrity bazaar because nasa TV na ako ng time na to, ha. I would invite my mga celebrity friends. I would give them the pwesto. They would sell there and they would promote the bazaar. Ang dami ngayon pumunta kasi nandun yung mga celebrities, 'di ba? So that's how I went about yung hurdle, 'di ba? Yung crisis na yon. That's how I confronted the crisis in my life. So
can you share some tips sa mga young adults natin on how to manage their finances?
Siguro one tip is also, since kami naman ay advocate ng planning your finances, most specifically sa life insurance and starting to save and invest. Kapag kasi within 20s to 30s tayo, we tend to overspend because alam natin na we're young, di ba? We have the skills, we have the talent to earn it again. Most of the time, we get rid of money not listing saan ba napunta. Kasi nga, ang mindset natin is, alam naman natin na kaya natin kitain ulit yon, di ba? Pero the thing is, youth is not forever. Tumatanda tayo. And habang tumatanda tayo, yung options natin kumukonte, lumiliit. And ang maganda kasing gawin ngayon is that you should have your plan, you start budgeting, yun nga, yung you set aside for the future. Start it habang bata ka pa. Habang sa ngayon kasi, time is still our greatest ally. So wag na nating hintayin, dumating yung panahon na wala na tayong option. It would be more difficult for us to achieve what we call as financial freedom. So that's one way to avoid overspending, the temptation of overspending. Go back to realizing that we are not forever young. So yun lang for me.
Oh, you realize that we're not forever young. That actually hit hard sa akin, no? Thank you, Miss Bel.
Yeah.
How about you, Miss Tin? Any advice on young adults on how to manage their finances?
Totoo yan. We're not forever young, although we can look young. Ganun talaga. Feeling bagets lang talaga ako. No, I mean, that's true. We work like horses when we are young. And then when we reach a certain age na naglabasan na yung rayuma at lahat ng sakit, parang lahat ng ating mga pinagpaguran mapupunta lang pala sa ospital at sa gamot, sa rayuma at sa hypertension. The ironies of life, no? Pero if we prepare for the eventuality of old age, it's definite. Everybody grows old, no? Yeah, we will not be a burden to ourselves and to our family. So while we are young, learn to save. Kaya yung mga anak namin, bata pa lang, pinuturuan na namin. 7 years old pa lang si Anya, pinuturuan na namin. Tsaka si Neo. Sinasabi namin na, although they're both fortunate kasi nakapagpundar na kami para sa kanila, hindi na sila maghihirap. Yung mga talent fee, na kinita sa commercials, di ba? We did EQ diaper when we were young. So, naka-invest na yun sa condo for Anya. Alam niya, may condominium siya. Alam niya, may lupa siya. Pero hindi mayabang yung mga anak namin, hindi mga spoiled.
Ngayon naman, no, Ate Roxanne, gusto ko muna magpasalamat kay Miss Tin and Miss Bel for sharing those insights.
Yes.
It's really helpful para sa mga ka-YTV natin and especially also para sa akin on how to manage my finances, how to budget my earnings and such. So maraming salamat po ulit Miss Tin and Miss Bel.
My pleasure.
Ngayon naman, Kuya Jun, we will have a game for our guests. At tatawagin natin tong Tanong Mo, Mukha Mo.
Ayan, dito sa game natin na to, magpapakita tayo ng mga kilalang tao na nagbi-bless ng iba and yung related din sa finance. At bibigyan namin kayo, Miss Tin and Miss Bel, ng chance na magbigay ng one-liner question and a short explanation why. So let's start with the first picture. Tanong mo, mukha mo.
Sino yon? Hindi ko kilala yun. Ano pangalan ng taong yun? Parang kilala ko siya.
Ayan.
Siyempre, wala iba kundi si Chinky. Nako,
Yes.
araw-araw sinasabi ko, Chinky, pautang naman, no? Bakit ayaw mo magpautang? Dahil ito ang tanong ko. How much are you worth, Chinky Tan?
Oh, oo nga no, how much is Tan worth?
Diba? Siyempre, lagi ko tinatanong sa kanya yan, pero ayaw niyang sabihin, ayaw niya i-reveal kung magkano. Sabi ko, pag ganyan ayaw i-reveal, nako, malaki yan. Kaya lagi ko nila sinasabi, pautang, Chinkitan. So, yun. Gusto ko malaman para alam ko rin kung magkano utangin ko. Ganun eh. Yeah. Basta alam ko lang, guys, si Chinky, ang kanyang emergency fund ay hindi lang 6 months. He's already good for the next 10 years.
Okay. Picture tayo, Ate Roxanne.
Ngayon, next picture for Miss Bel. Tanong mo, mukha mo.
Naku, hindi ako pwedeng magtanong ng kung ano nung tanong dito. Hi, sir. Hi, sir CEO. Naku, ano ba? Pre-pandemic kasi, nung nasa Sunlight office kami, lagi ko nakakasabay si sir sa elevator. And every time na nakakasabay namin siya, he still manages to smile even though sobrang puno yung schedule. So siguro kung may itatanong ako is how do we keep that kind of aura, that kind of positive attitude despite the busyness that he has with his schedule. So siguro yun lang.
Alright, muli, so pangatlong tao na po to, special po ito sa akin. So tanong mo, mukha mo. Ayan.
Wow! The richest man in PH right now. So, Sir Enrique Razon, ano ba? What makes
Baka naman.
Ano? Sorry.
Baka naman.
Tatanong ko sana kung ano bang special sa Razon Salohan. Hindi, joke lang. Hindi, sir, ito. Kidding aside, ano ba yung kailangan gawin ng bawat Pilipino para maging first world country tayo? Ayun yung gusto ko. It's really a dream na sana, in the future ma-achieve natin. Knowing na wala na kailangan magtrabaho abroad, tayo na yung nag-hire from other countries. Di ba? Ang sarap pangarapin.
Totoo.
Yeah.
So anyway, next po tayo, Miss Tin, para po sa inyong picture na to. Gusto po niya mga musta. Tanong mo, mukha mo.
Oh my. Napaganon talaga ako. isa sa mga tao na sana alam mo yun, if you were to invite one person over dinner, siya na yon, our Holy Pope. So pagdating sa finances, no, of course, yung Vatican is one of the richest, Vatican City. So meron ng finances ni Holy Pope. Wala naman siya masyadong kailangan kasi may vow of poverty sila. Oo. Pero siguro tatanungin ko kay Holy Pope ay ito, minamahal naming Santo Papa, kung ikaw ay isang billionaire for a day, except for charity, I wonder how will you spend it? What will you buy? What will you shop for? Online. Ano ang bibilin mo sa Amazon? Yun ang tatanong ko kay Holy Pope. If you have $1 million in one day, what will you splurge on?
Ito naman po, para sa inyo po itong dalawa, no? Feel free to answer this. Feel free to ask question to this person.
Mm-hmm.
Close sa ating lahat and importante sa ating buhay. Tanong mo, mukha mo.
Oh, Papa Jesus. Papa Jesus, JC.
Actually, I prepared, parang naisip ko na ano bang gusto kong itanong talaga kay Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Ano ba yung what do we tell our kids na nagtatanong, Lord, kailan ba matatapos ng pandemic? Parang I want to hear from Him. How do I tell my child kung kailan ba ito matatapos? Yun yung gusto ko itanong sa kanya.
Naman patuloy na yumayaman, ba't ang daming greedy, bakit ang daming mabubuting tao pero mahirap sila, although they work so hard, ganun.
So maraming salamat po, Miss Tin and Miss Bel, for joining us and also for being fun sa ating game ngayon. And mga Kawai TV, sabay-sabay nating pasalamatan sila Miss Tin and Miss Bel by commenting down below yung mga natutunan and at the same time yung pasasalamat natin sa ating mga guests, si Miss Tin and si Miss Bel. Once more, thank you so much po, Miss Tin and Miss Bel.
The plans of the diligent end in profit, but those of the hasty end in loss. From Proverbs chapter 21, verse 5.
Our God has entrusted us with abilities, so talents that we may gain proper and just wage for the labor that we do. The diligent and the wise in one's finances can live more independently, and it also gives us the opportunity to have our family. Hasty and the squanderer leads to destructions. We should be more vigilant that we may not fall to materialism and also consumerism that surrounds us. Make wise of budgeting and spending decisions.
In managing our expenses, the wisdom behind properly managing our money, is it add to cart or add to bank? The choice is yours. The Lord has gifted us with so much blessing and is also asking us to utilize and make use of this blessing wisely. Is it necessary at the moment? Is it what really we needed? Or is it just an add-on or luxury? So choice is yours. Let's choose wisely and do ask of us to be good stewards of this blessing. Because that's what matters most.
Our God has entrusted us with abilities and also talents that we may gain the proper and just wage for the labor that we do. The diligent and the wise in one's finances can live more independently, and it also gives us the opportunity to help our families. The hasty and the squanderer leads to destructions. We should
Ako po, King Mrs. I'm Brother Obed Cabrillas or Daddy O, and my wife, Mommy Joy. We are both very active in serving ACYManila lay missions, yung ating home for the abandoned poor. Kaya ang ginawa ko po, to support them also financially, ang ginawa ko po, may dalawa po akong aklat ito. Spell Out Your Love at saka Balance is Power. Now, pag binili nyo to sa bookstore, expensive. Pero ang ginawa ng mga publishers, tsaka namin, pinackage namin 2 books for only 500 pesos. I am naming the price not because I want to solicit, no. I'm actually soliciting para makatulong tayo sa ACYManila. So, package the book, 2 libro na nakatulong ka pa sa ACYManila. So, my very first book, puro acronym to, paborito to ni Direct Gav, at saka Balance is Power sa mga taong nawawala na ng balance. Life is all about balance, di ba? A balance of practicality and faith. A balance of health and wealth. Balance of very loving and very effective. Yan po. So, 2 books in 1, 500 pesos po. So, feel free to message me in person. Just message us and we will deliver. God bless.
Tomorrow and Tuesday, tatalakayin natin ang mga practical na guide para sa mga fresh graduates when they encounter their first job.
At abangan natin ang topic next week tungkol sa stewardship. Sabay-sabay tayong ma-inspire na magbigay ng blessings dito lang sa Monday Matters.
At bago tayo matapos, we highly encourage all our viewers na mag-volunteer para sa YTV, truly coming from my personal experience. This is really a wonderful and fun experience to be part of this family.
Tama, Kuya Jun. Kung ikaw ay may talent sa hosting, video editing, researching, scriptwriting, ikaw na ang hinahanap namin.
Kaya ano pang inaantay nyo? Samahan nyo kami at maging miyembro ng YTV family.
Tutok lang sa YTV.
Kaya it's a date every 7:30 p.m. mga ka-YTV. See you again next episode. This is Kuya Jun.
And this is Ate Roxanne.
Para sa YTV,
Youth TV,
Your TV.
Your TV.
Ang programa ng mga kabataan,
kasama ang mga kabataan.
At para sa mga kabataan.
Ako po, at ang aking misis ay Brother Obed Cabrilla.
Tomorrow and Tuesday, tatalakayin natin ang mga practical na guide para sa mga
YTV Youth TV, your TV.